Hello, this is Callie Troutman, and this is Report 2 for the SGD Project 289. So this is my Unity screen and game view, and it's been quite a process. I'm glad to reach a stopping point for a day or so. And I thought I'd start with just reviewing the goals I had and written down. I would say in general that I sort of stuck to what I was planning to do. And I'm just going to talk about that briefly in order of how I wrote them. Overall, I would say I spent a lot of the time this stage animating models. I chose to animate in 3ds Max. It seemed easier. I don't know if easier is the right word, or just I could see what I was doing better. And the animation in 3ds Max went fairly well. I'd say the importing process into Unity, not as easy, and I'm still struggling with that. But eventually I would get things going for the most part in Unity, that there were some things I still need to work on for sure. Next issue was colliders. I decided to just not deal with the collider issue for right now. It still puzzles me what's going on with it. I could definitely use help with it. I, of course, working on my own, and the YouTube videos I've been watching really haven't made me understand what's going on with that. Next one was animating the Game Boy, which was one I imported from Mixamo. And I spent a lot of bumpy time with that. Primarily, I spent a whole day trying to use a script I had used from another project, and also a YouTube video, so that he would rotate in the direction of movement. So I can get him to move fine in the 4 directions, but when I rotate him, things go wonky. So that's still something that has not been resolved. He slowly is sinking into the game board, which I know other people have talked about on the internet, and the axes are still not what they should be. So I am just happy that I got him to rotate in the direction of movement. There was a very helpful video on it, but it didn't quite do the trick. Next, I did make a skybox in Unity that I like. I think it fits the artwork and the model art that I've done. So happy with that. I did review the scripts that I have used for previous games, and I thought I would be able to do more with them, but it hasn't quite worked out that way. And then lastly, I had wanted to work with sound effects and music. I decided not to do a lot of sound effects, and I'm primarily doing several different music tracks. So I enjoyed trying to understand how to work with the audio and use 3D sound effects. So that's pretty much established. It can be fine-tuned, but I've been fairly happy with that. So those were my goals. And I thought I would then I wrote down what I did each day so I could keep track of it. And I'm just going to read what I did. And this is in chronological order. I loaded background music and other music, so when the boy gets close to something, you hear a different type of music. I added the skybox. I uh, rotated the carousel, which ironically worked better than a lot of later animations for whatever reason. I just reading here. I started adding assets from 3ds Max for a lot of my time. I animated the rainbow fading both in 3ds Max and Unity. I animated the hearts splitting and changing colors in both 3ds Max and Unity. I improved the gingerbread man. I changed the camera in Max, the rotation, not the path, but the camera rotations. It's a little jerky, but I'm seeing what I want to see better, but I still need to work on that. I made the lollipop traffic light. I rotated it, imported it into Unity. I imported two bluebirds, one animated, imported clouds, and imported rotating candy canes. So finally, I am going to just play the game at long last. So you can hear the main background music is a Ravel piece. You can hear waves crashing, which is probably too loud. They belong towards the back. And you can see my Game Boy is walking and follows, he's rotating in the direction of movement. You can see my ice cream float is rotating in the waves a bit. Got my rotating traffic light that I like. Doing better with my peanut brittle house. Of course, my colliders are not working, but got the rainbows and the hearts splitting and turning colors. Got some moving clouds and some stationary clouds. Got the bluebirds. So you can kind of you can see my guy is sinking. But it's definitely fun, and I like the visual quality of the Unity game playing. So I'm going to stop that and stop my narration. I think it's gone way too long. Thank you.